Hey Insiders, it is Monday, November 30th, and we are about 31 days from the start of the new year. And if you're someone like me, you're probably already thinking about like what are the things that you want to accomplish in 2016 to help you to continue to be awesome. And I started thinking, since we strive to be more than average, why don't we do something a little bit different? Instead of being like everyone else who starts thinking about New Year's resolutions, and by January 15th, they've already fall off the wagon. How about one, we get a jump start and we start ahead of everyone else? And two, how about we think about it differently? Instead of goals or New Year's resolutions, let's start thinking about habits. What is a habit that you need to have that is going to allow you to do all the things that you desire to do in 2016? And let's start now. Tomorrow is December 1st. For the next 30 days, let's start working on it so that we have a jump start, so that we are already ahead of everyone else. And when all the average people are starting on January 1st, we've already had a month ahead of them. Friend of the community, Mike Vardy, he talks about starting your new year at any point in the year. And I highly recommend checking out some of his stuff because it will really help you. But I ask you this question: what is one habit that you've been dying to start? For me, it's working on just being consistent with my schedule. So, working on a schedule that is easy to follow, that will allow me to be very productive because I have a lot of irons in a fire. And the last thing that I want to do is to get burnt out. So, just working on being consistent with my schedule, following very consistent routines. And I'm going to be working on that over the next 31 days. What about you? Is this something related to health? Are you going to work on consistently going to the gym every day, or maybe even just starting with just 2 minutes of exercise? BJ Fogg, he's at a Stanford. He talks about baby steps. And if we really want to make habits that stick, we need to do something that is going to essentially not let us psych ourselves out. Be so easy that we cannot help but to do it. I know when I wanted to start going to the gym, one of the things that I used to do is I used to go to bed with my gym clothes on. And so that as soon as I got out of bed, boom, all I had to do was put on my shoes, grab my gym bag, and I was out the door. And it didn't give me any time to think about, oh, what should I wear? Oh my God, I'm still tired. So I challenge you to this over the next 31 days. What's a simple habit? And it could be something, let's make it fun. It shouldn't be something that is going to make you miserable. Again, we are becoming a better person. So these are things that we want, to stick with us. Maybe it's something fun like, um, you know, playing a new instrument for the next 31 days for a minimum, 2 minutes. Whatever your habit is, it should be easy, something that you don't have to think about, and then something when you're done, you know that you could have gone a step further. And I want to give you just so you have the right expectations, especially if you're new to habits. It's going to go like this. For the first 10 days, it's going to be pretty easy. You're going to be excited. It's going to be, new. And then by day 11, something magical happens when it just becomes a little bit more routine. And then it becomes a little bit more painful because, the new has worn off. Think about anything that you've gotten that was new, whether it's a new car or just, you know, some new clothes or something like that. After a bit, it just becomes normal and that newness wears off. So from day 11 to day 20, it's going to be a challenge. But if you stick through it and you really keep pushing and you, like what I do, I check off every day. I just make a simple check like I did it because when you have a chain of events and you've been checking it off every day, it's just something intrinsically keeps you going. And yeah, I don't know if you're anyone like me, you don't want to break that chain and have to start over again. So what I mean is just keep going from day 11 to 20. It's going to be a challenge. But day 21, it just, something magically happens on day 21 when it just becomes easy again because you've been doing it. That's why they say it takes 21 days to make a habit. But this is the one thing. Do not stop on day 21. Keep going. Keep going to day 31, day 30, because after day 21, it becomes something that is easy to do. You don't have to think about it. It becomes who you are. But if you stop, if you take a break, your body's going to naturally want to shift back to the old habits. So keep on going. Let's kick 2016 off with a bang. Let's get a jump start on all the all the other average folks out there, and yeah, share in the comments what habit you want to work on over the next 30 days. Let's keep each other accountable and let's crush it. All right, see ya.